Hello to everyone. My name is Engineer Muhammad Bilal and I am here to present my conference paper titled Assessment of Atmospheric Water Harvesting Potential Using Direct Cooling Method for Pakistan and Turkey on First International Conference on Applied Engineering and Natural Sciences. Let's start with an introduction. As water scarcity is growing day by day, and this condition is projected to be increased to more than 66% of the world's population by 2025, and there are several methods to overcome this condition. And out of these, the humidity in the Earth atmosphere can be considered as an alternative resource by condensing the vapors. And therefore, in this study, the process efficiency, the water production rate, and the overall energy requirements of various atmospheric water generators using direct cooling method are carried out for site-specific meteorological conditions. The feasibility of climatic conditions for Pakistan and Turkey using direct cooling method is evaluated by an index, the Moisture Harvesting Index, which was developed earlier by Guido and his co-workers, as we can see in equation number 1. The actual phenomena behind atmospheric water harvesting using direct cooling method is very simple. When ambient air comes into contact with the cold surface, the temperature difference allows heat transfer from the air to the surface and resulting in a temperature drop in the air closest to the surface, and condensation of vapor happens. Actually, moisture harvesting index is the ratio of the energy invested in the desired water condensation process to the total energy invested in the cooling of air. In this study, the average MHI was calculated for some selected cities of Pakistan and some from Turkey. In an atmospheric water harvesting process, the desired product is the condensed liquid water. Hence, a smaller sensible heat interaction will produce a higher efficiency of the process. Therefore, the ratio of latent to total heat interaction is an important parameter for the evaluation of energy requirements of this process. And for this, lower condensation at coolant temperature will ultimately yield lower residual moisture content and a higher water production rate. In this study, Guido and his co-workers fixed the condensation temperature at 4 degrees centigrade that was also supported by the commercial atmospheric water generators. The annual average energy requirement and the water production rate can be calculated using equation 2 and 3, as we can see in the slide. These are the locations of Pakistan and Turkey that were selected for this analysis. The hourly and seasonal distribution of MHI and an average MHI over extended periods were calculated. Figure 2 shows the monthly average MHI for the cities of Pakistan. The overall feasibility of each location for atmospheric water harvesting is calculated in terms of its average MHI. Actually, the MHI less than 0.3 is considered inefficient because of the requirement of more amount of energy to produce 1 kilogram of water. The most suitable locations for atmospheric water harvesting from all the locations that were investigated are Multan and Karachi, which shows an average MHI of 0.49. In Turkey, the maximum average MHI was shown by Istanbul city of 0.45. This slide shows the average MHI, favorable time, which means the MHI of greater than 0.3, and the energy requirement in kilowatt hour per liter for various locations of Pakistan and Turkey are shown. As we can see, the maximum favorable time was found in Islamabad, and then in Istanbul, and then Izmir, and so on. The average MHI time fraction and the specific energy requirements provide a way to access and evaluate the feasibility of any location around the globe for atmospheric water harvesting using direct cooling method. Still, seawater desalination in coastal areas is a cheaper method, but the atmospheric water harvesting can be a viable option for small and isolated communities where fresh water demands are relatively lower, and especially if the initial investment is limited. In this regard, the adsorption-based atmospheric water harvesting is gaining much popularity nowadays, in which various desiccants such as silica gel, zeolites, and MOFs absorb and desorb the atmospheric water with enough water production rate. Finally, the assessment concludes that the feasibility of this method greatly depends on the thermodynamic state of the ambient conditions, and it was found that the dry regions were less favorable for atmospheric water harvesting because of the low MHI and high energy requirements per unit of water production. And moreover, it was noted that this process of direct cooling wastes a significant amount of energy on cooling the air, so vapor separation processes can provide means to reduce operational cost. These are the references that are cited in this study, and thank you so much.